up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of Straight Talk with Trevor.
Because the ladies from Pour Your Heart Out
no
will
topic
be over
is
here
off
to
limits.
join the panel.
Plus, but it's a must, you gon' respect this. Plus, your nuts will touch the dust, you try to check this. You ain't
The
insane,
MMA brothers, Bones and Zay, have pre and post shows to the MMA shows. And I am your host, Mr. Straight Talk, the man with the greatest beard on YouTube. Oh, I love throwing that in there. Real quick, I am back on Facebook. I guess they took me out of jail. I was able to connect the channel back.
Due to the increasing level of incompetence and the major lack of transparency, the Straight Talk Society will no longer maintain a presence on Facebook.
Make sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Man Talk Monday. This is the flagship show of the Straight Talk Society. This is the show that you're going to get all your, drama topics. This is a show that you may get your arguments. This is a show where we're going to talk about not one specific thing, but we dabble around the world of pop culture and the men just banter about it. So that's what this show is. But if this show isn't for you, and I don't know why it wouldn't be, but we also have other shows. The highly acclaimed Tape Fist Politics, Vancat, Mike, MD, and Ricardo do such a fantastic job with that. That's every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Hey, if that doesn't fancy your boat, then be sure to tune into Wrestling with Reality. Today we have the return of Straight Talk Therapy Sessions with the one and only Dr. Mia. So y'all be sure and tune into that. So tonight we have a fantastic show tonight, the Straight Talk Society. We will not go over that 2.5 hour mark. So Mike, you ain't got no shirt on, right?
I never have clothes on, bro.
But I'm saying you like right on the like
My bad. I don't like clothes, bro. Anybody that knows me, my fault.
Oh, what is up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of Man Talk Monday. Oh, my goodness. It has been a long time. It's been like a month. I know we were taking 2 weeks off, then 2 shows got pushed back. So, yeah, it's been a month since we've been on your airways. We haven't forgot about you. The guys have been chomping at the bit, especially young Kev. Young Kev realizes how addictive this microphone is. So he, he's been waiting and wait. So we are going to get on with the show as soon as I do see Mike in the back. But as soon as the other co-hosts get here, we are going to get started with the show. I do want to just make a couple of announcements, as I always do before I start. Due to my ridiculously busy schedule at work, which is going to probably be that way for the foreseeable future, this is the earliest I've gotten off of work in like a month or so. I've been getting home after 6 o'clock. The show started at 6. I've been getting home after 6. And then you have to come home and get ready and set up and blah, 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 blah. So nobody wants to hear the sob story. But I do have a real life, and it is the reality of what we face. And YouTube is absolutely recreational for me, even though we enjoy the times that we do this and bring great joy and everything to you. We are now going to start going to a bi-weekly. We're going to go to a bi-weekly basis as far as when we're doing the show. So Man Talk Monday will be every other week. The only show that'll be on a weekly basis, shout out Keela and Ricardo in the building. The only show that will be on a weekly basis still will be Tape Fist Politics, because I'm not directly involved with that. I don't, everything that I do has to be, y'all, how the what I've come to expect on any show that I do. And if I can't put that time to it right then and there, then I just rather not do it. A bi-weekly schedule is be much better though. So I already talked to the fellas, everything. We are going to a bi-weekly schedule on Man Talk Monday. We're going to a bi-weekly schedule on Wrestling with Reality. And a lot of this too, it gives the guys time now to do other things. Like MD has finally freed himself, and he's taken his ball and run with it. MD has a show tonight, God and Government. Keela, if you will be a doll, please drop the link to MD's channel. MD will be doing a show tonight, God and Government, with who I think is my new favorite YouTube personality, the Christian Manosphere guy, Apex. Like that show that they did last week was fantastic. So, guys are just doing other things, which is fine. The thing about me, I've always said, I always want to just be the jump off point where, you get your face out there, then you do your thing. As many of you have seen, I have been doing a lot of just uploads where I just not come live. I just literally record videos in the studio and then I upload them. And they actually been doing tremendous. My CM Punk video is damn near 3,000 views. Even though AEW is about to take it down because they're sending their lawyers out to strike anybody who has that video. So it's fine. But just things like that I've been doing. And hopefully the other guys, follow suit. Mike does his top 10. So hopefully when he does the top 10, he, takes it bigger than what it is. And he does his magic to it and things like that. See, this platform is always as a jump off point. That's why it's called a society. It's called which way? Straight Talk Society. Everybody does their thing. And we all win. Because again, like I said, I'm not getting rich off of YouTube, so I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm sitting here trying to hoard money. That's not the case. Like I say, I've spent way more than I've ever made. So, but that's besides the point. We are, another station note, this past Friday was the return after 6 months of the Straight Talk therapy sessions with Dr. Mia. So Dr. Mia made her return after 6 months, and we had a fantastic show, man. We had a really good show. Just jump off, you say. We had a fantastic show just to whet everybody's appetite. We already have the title for the next week's show. We talked about forgiving what you can't forget, forgiving what you can't forget. And then the next show we're going to do is talking about the love contract, which we already got the bones for that, because she's a staunch believer that you should be able to go back and renew your marital contract, if your spouse isn't sticking to what they should do. So we'll be looking forward to that. And then she sent me a new topic for another show today. So Dr. Mia is 100% on. And I was going to do it today, but I'm not. I do have a video of when her, Mike, and myself got into a little tissy at my house a couple of weeks ago. So it was real funny. I don't have the video queued up right now, so I'm not going to play it just because we got so much stuff lined up to go on right now. So, but that's where we are. On another note, that this is the first time I'm saying this, I'm going to say it on Man Talk Monday. After the current slate is up, I regret, and I hope these guys are listening, are going to listen. I regret to inform them that I am ending the Bible debates. I'm not. It was fun, but now it's becoming more of a headache more than anything. I won't end the teachings. Stacy, Reggie, they want to do teaching stuff like that's fine. The interviews, fine. But as far as the debates, after what I already got on the docket is cleared, I'm not doing them anymore. Just because it's too much of a conflict of interest with me. I feel like I had to suppress who I am too much, and I don't do that. I don't suppress myself for anybody. I am who I am, and that's just who I am. You get what you get with me. Over this past weekend, I got 3 emails from 3 separate people, all complaining about the same person, telling me that somebody's harassing them using my name, which everybody knows nobody can come in my name. I am me. If I'm going to harass anybody, I'm going to do it myself. I don't have to send anybody to do anything, but it's becoming too much. It's becoming too much of a headache for me. And it's not anything that's not fun to me. Anything that causes me more issues than I think is beneficial, then I'm not going to do it. It's just like, I beg these guys, stop calling people's names, and they still, and I feel like if I ask you to do something and you constantly do what I ask you not to do, then I feel like you're blatantly disrespecting me. And I don't take disrespect, especially not on my platform. You're not going to disrespect me on my channel. I'll just kick you off. Like that's just how it is with me. I don't have to allow anybody up here. I can just kick you off. So I am saying that nobody knew this before today, because I just literally decided this before I hit go live. Just because it's just causing too much headache for me, man. I don't think Bible discussions should be this way. What's up, Jackie Mogar? Speaking of Bible, bro, that's one of my Bible brothers right there. Peace to you, Jackie. Jackie has a debate Thursday. So Jackie, that's going to be one of the last ones. Yeah, I'm ending the Bible debates. I'm not ending the interviews and the teachings. You guys want to come on and teach and stuff. That's fine. I'm not ending that, but I am ending the debates just because it's just too much. It's too much headache. It's too much back and forth. I'm getting messages daily from 100 different numbers. I'm getting emails from 200 different email addresses. It's becoming too much. I literally could do what we've been doing and get the same result. Man Talk Monday is the show that the highest viewed on the channel. So it's not like, you know what I mean? So if I was in this, if I know the Bible debates get a big crowd and everything like that live, but I don't care. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd just do behind the scenes video editing going forward. So, but that's where it is. That's where I stand with that. I think I got it all out. So let's go and get on with the show, because I see Mike sending me. All right, hold on. Wait, guess I gotta. Okay, so Kev. All right. Well, I don't know what Kevin. I think. Yeah, I don't know what Kevin, and I know Wayne's saying doesn't look like he's going to be available, and I don't understand what Kev is saying. Hold on. Guess I got it. Okay, I don't know. So anyway, all that being said, it is now time to get to what you guys have waited a whole month for. On the other side, Man Talk Monday, right here on Straight Talk Society. Man, you'll think I'll be quick on this trigger, but here we go.
Acknowledge me. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. See you dealing with a vicious mind, hard cold like Christmas time. Every time I write a rhyme, put it all on the line. No need to hold my tongue, hold the mic like you hold a gun. Haters, I'm the chosen one, fakers, I don't roll with none. Don't you ever test my heart, been a rebel from the start. I ain't got time to play no games, I'm too busy playing my part. Keep my mind on my mission, living by my premonitions. Through the world with blurry vision, stressing in high definition. Walking the path unknown to most, the ones that I love, I hold them close. Every rhyme I wrote was dope, no jokes so folks can overdose. Lyrically, I'm legendary, yes, I'm very necessary. Plans to see my adversary buried in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Straight Talk Sessions live.
You're gonna acknowledge me.
It's Monday. It's Man Talk Monday.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
But we have a responsibility and a duty to be fathers. Not to just make babies, but to be real fathers. And you can't expect any good to come to you if you don't visit any good on your son or your daughter. So, be a man.
And we are back. Oh man, and I am not alone. Kev says that he will be in soon. Wayne is busy doing something. That's part of the reason too why we're going to the bi-weekly, just because guys have lives and I understand that. And this is a big ask to commit to this on a weekly basis. But I'm not alone, as y'all can see, trying to see what this avatar is that he has. Look like he's chilling under an umbrella. But the man of many mangoes is in the building. What's up, Mike?
Man, I'm forever chilling, trying to be fly as I always am. Just making sure I'm over Kevin as usual. How you?
Hey man, I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Speaking of Kev, man, the man that's been just popping up on politics shows. He's been popping up on the wrestling shows. He comes into the therapy sessions with his tongue hanging out. Young Kev is in the building. What's up, Kevin?
You. I'm feeling melanated and hydrated. And I'm feeling good. What's up?
Hey man, I don't know, man.
That's a good point. I'm gonna get some water.
Ready to get the business. So it's been a month. It's been a month. Did Mike say he'll be back?
I'm right here, bro.
Oh, okay. I could have swore he said something about getting water.
Yeah, but I keep it on me, bro. I don't go nowhere.
All right. So it's been a month. We've been away for a good long time. So it's time to give the people what they've been asking for. Because I had people hitting me up in the back. They're like, "Hey man, what's going on with Man Talk Monday?" I'm like, "Not a damn thing going on with Man Talk Monday. Just life, man. Just life." So I can't think of a better way to start the first Man Talk Monday coming back than with a Mike's Top 10.
Being right isn't always the point.
Let's go. Old hoes got new tricks, old folks ain't my new whips. Old chill spots got upgraded, F vodka and Netflix. Old J's for these new fits, old blaze backwoods piff. Old bills that I got them faded, now deposits and checks ripped. My old homies was reckless, whipping in the bando, couple white girls jiggling topless. Rock mixed with thoughtness, rock life recognized. Far from a thug, but I got mine. And an 18-month-old with my initials giving me the 9 to pop mine. And it's registered, so I sit next to your body while you shot crime. Card in my hand, on my head, tell a popo, yeah, I shot mine. Stop lying, that confession, that shit was so cold. Another nigga beef that was squashed last week, man, that shit was so cold.
Stop moving the goalposts.
Chip, you know what? You just made the list.
Get him, Jericho.
All right, let's see who made the list today. What's our top 10 for today?
For today, April 15th, it is my favorite toxic women on sitcoms or drama TV.
Oh my goodness. Say that title again.
It's my favorite, not who you guys like. It's my favorite toxic women on sitcoms or drama on TV.
All right, favorite top 10 toxic sitcom women on TV. Number 10, Mike.
Now, I'd like you all to know this was very hard, but before, I'm sorry, sir, because of my twin, I got to do some HM, some honorable mentions. So these are the people who were really close to making it. Kelly Bundy and Peg Bundy, they were right there. Blanche Devereaux from the Golden Girls. If y'all don't know her, y'all don't know nothing.
Old school thought.
What? She could have been the thought list if she was real. Piper from Orange is the New Black. That white one. Oh, Lord.
Oh, jeez.
Angie and Ghost's wife from Power. Both of them heifers was toxic. And every single female that has ever been on Love and Hip Hop. Every single one of them. All of y'all chicks. But now we're going to start with my favorite top 10. Go ahead, Trevor. Hit me up.
Number 10.
Laura from Family Matters. Look here, bro. Look here. Yes, sir. I went there. Yes, sir. Ain't nothing worse than a chick that fall off that want to come back when you become the man. Ain't nothing worse. This dude was digging Shorty when he was a pipsqueak with gling. Anybody got any cheese? He giving this girl the flavor, bro. The game if this dude looked any way decent, he would have pulled every chick in the world. He coming with that much heartfelt love and affection for this goofy chick. And all she keep telling him is, Steve, can you get out the house, please? Daddy, can you kick Steve out? She acting like this dude don't mean nothing. This chick is she is literally the modern woman template to me. Ignore all the good qualities in a man and only go for looks. And then at the end of the day, when everything about you starts to fall off, all of a sudden you in love with that person. I know I've been turning you down forever, but now I love you. Man, Steve, you should have chose Myra. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead to the next one, my guy.
Number 9.
Now, number 9 is a toxic favorite of mine because it's a trait in women that sadly I like, even though I know it's bad. It's the woman that doesn't take no for an answer. Miss Parker from the Parkers. When I tell you this woman chased Professor Ogilvy till she got he was like, hey, chill out, shorty. It's never gonna happen. Oh, what's gonna happen, sugar daddy? What? Oh, what's going? She was in this man's bathroom. He's trying to take a shower. This man go on vacation. She pop up. This man on the toilet. She just, hi, Professor Ogilvy. It don't matter where this dude go. He could have went to the moon. She just came out one of the little craters like, Professor. Like this chick. And it's sad because a part of me loved that stuff. I ain't gonna front. I had a couple stalkers who were just like that, and I gave them my itinerary because I ain't running from it. Stalk me, girl. Go ahead with the next one.
Number 8.
Now, a lot of y'all not gonna know this because a lot of y'all black, and for some reason, black people only watch black stuff. I like to watch fly stuff. There's a wonderful show called How I Met Your Mother. It's one of the funniest shows ever. And there is a character on there named Robin Shabosky. When I tell you this woman met the man of her dreams, episode 1. This is the man. This man has everything she's ever wanted. Turns him down. Why? Just because he's a little overzealous. Like, hey, I've met a woman and been like, oh my God, this could be it. And you say you fumble a little line, you might be a little goofy. Women know that. What she do? Nah, we could just be friends. We could just be friends. Then, oh, I'm not done. Then goes on to date other guys, but keeps him in the friend zone. When I tell you she friend zoned the brakes off this dude, there was a New Year's Eve where it was about to turn New Year's, and her boyfriend showed up for her. This man stuck out for her. You know what she did? She got out of the car and went and go kiss him. But we're still just friends. We're just friends. She married his best friend. But on the wedding night, was thinking about him. And then after he finally found a woman, got her out of his system, finally got a woman, had kids, when the woman died, who was sitting there waiting to pick up the pieces and to be the long lost, I got my cats, although she had dogs. Nasty little thought who tried to come up and clean up in the end. Robin. Ugh. All you simps out there, Robin is your queen. Man up and stop letting these friend zone women win. Number 7. I mean, my bad.
Number seven.
All right. I hope you guys have seen her because I'm not going to give you a lot of details. I just need you to know this is the most toxic woman, the most toxic parent that I've ever seen in my entire life. If you've ever watched George Lopez's show, his mother, this woman, when I tell you she undermines your parenting, you put a rule in, she'll sneak your kid out and act like you didn't say it. You tell your child you're grounded, get in the room, she'll sneak him out the room and smoke weed with him. Like she is the worst human being I've ever known. Just toxic as hell. I'm not gonna watch the show. Watch the show. Give me the next one.
Number 6.
Now I'm about to get into my bag because these last couple people are so toxic that it had to be groups. It couldn't even be one. This person, I wanted to just do her, but her relationship with her best friend is one of the most toxic things I've ever seen on television. Issa and Molly from Insecure. If you haven't seen this, you're doing yourself a disservice. This woman is so toxic that she dropped the man that she was with just because she thought he should be doing better. She thought he should be doing better. Did she think about supporting him more and maybe giving him that drive and being a helpmate like it? No, you should be doing better. I'm going to leave you. And then as soon as he starts doing good, she outside like, what? Why we break up? Heifer, because you ain't nothing. That's why we broke up. Then she gets so nasty, she goes on stage, ladies, come a little closer, and sings the song about her friend's broken coochie. You heard what I said. She said, because her friend couldn't get a man, couldn't do well in relationships, she sang a song called Talking About Her Broke Coochie. What kind of friend is that? What kind of friend is that? I'm not going on stage singing about, never mind. It's different. Next one, Big Nasty.
Number 5, Mike.
All right, number 5. I feel real bad about putting her on here, but she toxic. I love her to death. She was fine as hell when I was young, but she toxic. Maxine from Living Single. Man.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to say this because she kept it a buck. She let you know up front, I'm all about food, my job, money, and sex. That's all. That's all she cared about. But she found the man that she finally was meant for, ran him off about 3-4 times. He came and said, I love you. And she was like, so we smashed in the nah. Like, what were we doing? We all this talking. Why you always talking? You sound like a little girl. Like, that's who she is. She is the quintessential broken human being, walking through life successful, but toxic as hell. Maxine, you are my number 5, even though you was fine as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
And our number 4 most toxic woman on television is?
Number 4. Most of you haven't seen this show. I wish you would have. It's a show called Sisters by Tyler Perry. Oh, I'm glad you have. Nice.
All of them.
I'm not picking one. I'm picking all of them. Every single one of them chicks is toxic. They all nasty. Whether it's one going out to tell her friends about the sex happening in her bedroom, she can't find a man. She finally found one that likes her, and then she disses him every chance she gets to the friends. Bro, what kind of woman are you? What kind of woman are? Then it's the one friend who, oh, this the guy I really like, But instead of being with him, I'm gonna get drunk and tell him he ain't nothing. We ain't got nothing in common because he likes cows. Because he likes cows, he treating you the way you've been crying to be treated. But because he like cows, you can't mess with him. And I don't mean like cows like he doing freaky stuff. He's just a rancher. That ain't enough? Really? Then the other one, oh, this heifer, not only does she kick her man out for justified reasons, she's on a date with another dude. The man shows up trying to talk to her. She tells the new guy, hey, stand here while I emasculate my old ex in front of you so you know I'm about that life. And proceeds to disgustingly disgrace this man sitting on a bike, calling him everything but a child of God. But let's not be clear, we're not done. This man goes on to be a millionaire. Who is outside his house begging, but you know I love you. You know I love you. This man finally moved on, found a woman of his dreams, and there is nobody trying to sabotage it like this woman, trying to trick him into getting some more coochie. You know you want some more of this, trying to show up and take pictures and do that. I didn't even get to the main character who goes from, I miss him so much. As soon as he shows up, why are you in my house? Why are you here? Even though you bought my house and you bought the car that I'm in, even though you've given me all the money in the world, even though I'm a lawyer and can afford it, but I'd rather take your money and then complain about you to my friends. But the second my friends leave, I'm gonna give you the coochie. Bro, I don't know what's wrong with these heifers. They all toxic as hell. They are disgusting and they are my number 4 sisters, Tyler Perry sisters.
Man, you broke that down better than any breakdown I ever heard. And now we're down to the top 3. Number 3.
Number 3. When I tell you this woman she is the quintessential victim, professional victim. Everything has to be about her. She's horrible to her friends. She's terrible. She's terrible to people she says she's in love with. If you've never seen this show, this was a big show back in the day. Carrie from Sex and the City. If you guys have ever watched it, this woman is horrific. Horrific. Had her friend come over, take care of her when she wasn't feeling well. The second the friend couldn't take her to the bathroom, she go smash some dude. She got a friend that calls her, I need help. Instead of her going do it, she sends some dude, the girl butt naked and can't move and got to get some stranger to come pick her up out the bath. What kind of friend are you? This chick finally gets the man she's been after for so many years. And instead of going on a honeymoon, goes on a vacation with her homegirls. And then kisses her ex-boyfriend. Never hasn't, not one thing sticks to her. She brushes everything off because she's a professional victim. Woe is me. Why can't things be perfect for me? I'm just rich and white in the one country that loves rich and white more than any other country, but it still can't be great for me. Why can't I have it? One of the most toxic white people of all time, period, point blank. Can't stand her. Carrie's my number 3.
Number 2.
Now, number 2 was my number 1 for a plethora of years. It's also a group of 4 women. Sisters is the first group to come try to touch them, but the girlfriends from Girlfriends, oh my God. When I tell you these women are horrific, and I mean all of them. All of y'all look at Tony and think because Tony's conceited and has colorism problems, and which is toxic, that she's the worst because she looks at poor people like they're disgusting. I challenge you all. I think Tony's the best out of all of them. Why? Come with me down this road. We'll take the skinny one. What's her name? The little skinny friend, the secretary? Maya. You telling me that your husband gets you a little bit upset that you run out and start a whole relationship with another dude who you don't even like that. Had this man all up in the man's house. Had a man shaking hands with your husband. He turned crazy. You finally get away with it. And then the old school butt call sets you up. And you're not guilty. You're not, I can't believe I did that. You know what you're saying? Ooh, child, I'm glad I got away with that. Ooh, you were the only person that had a husband that was with you since you was young. This man supported you when I didn't work like Chris's dad from Everybody Hates Chris. This man worked his butt off for you. for you. And you couldn't wait to cheat on him. And then every day after that, when this man trying to move on with his life, you chasing him. You chasing him. You can't let the man live. Chasing him. The man finally get a woman who shows up to the wedding to ruin it. Maya. You are toxic as hell. Then we have Queen Toxic herself, Joan. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
How you find a man that has everything you've ever wanted, but he's a little hippie, and you got to get rid of him? You find a man that's everything you want, but he don't make enough money, so you got to get rid of him. A man that want to sleep with you, but you don't want to sleep with him, so you get rid of him. A man that's got a sex addiction, you got to get rid of him. Then you put on, oh, I can't touch anybody for 90 days. Who waiting 90 days for your little wrinkle boo-boo? Who waiting 90 days for you? No. You disgusting and toxic. And then we got the sweet one that everybody thinks is a sweetheart, Lynn. I'm sorry. Lynn is just as toxic as Joan. If maybe y'all forgot, Lynn was once told by a man that I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be with you. And you know what? You know how I know she's toxic? Because I say that and all of y'all are thinking I'm talking about the poet guy. I'm not even talking about him. That's how toxic she is. There's a bunch of people that can fit that role. A man tells her, I don't want to be in a relationship. She tries to force it on him. Then he deflects. He goes and gets another girl. She sees him with the girl, gets jealous, tries to sabotage it. When it doesn't work, she tries to convince the girl to have a threesome with her, the girl, and him, just to be in his life. If that ain't toxic and disgusting, and I'm talking about tricky for y'all who don't remember, go back and look at it. She did it. And if you want to see somebody who wasted her parents' money and then couldn't wait to go find her biologicals, toxic as hell, all four of them. They used to be my number one.
And the number one most toxic female or females on TV for Mike is?
Now, see, I wanted to be grimy and make it Medea, Tyler Perry, just because he's done some toxic stuff to our community. But I wanted to stay, and he's a man, so I wanted to stay, even though he don't act like it, I wanted to stay in the realm of this. This woman is the most when this one woman can take over for those four women on Girlfriends, you know you're toxic. I want to tell people this. I'll try to do it a little faster. I know you're thinking like, who? When I say it, you're gonna be like, oh damn. This woman is a narcissistic sociopath. A lot of people like to use the term, and I've gotten in trouble on the show once. For you, I tell people you're not using narcissist right. The person might be an a-hole, they might not like you, but they're not really a narcissist. This woman is a narcissist. When I say this woman has a grandiose sense of self-importance, when she thinks that her beliefs in high status are more important than anyone else, when she has excessive admiration for self, lacks empathy for others, envies, is arrogant, and thinks everything that is about her must come first, that is who this woman is. Cersei Lannister. If you don't know who this is, it's probably because you black and you don't watch fly stuff. There is a show called The Game of Thrones.
Oh, I never watched it.
It's okay. Anyone that has knows I'm right. When I tell you, you are a disgusting human being who sleeps with your twin because you think your essence is the greatest. Have 3 kids with your twin brother, and then pass them off as another man's children. When the world is, when you parlay every bit of sense and which you barely have, to stab everyone you've ever loved in the back just to become the queen regent, not even the queen, to be the prop for your son. Then when your son is murdered, instead of you grieving, you set out a plague on your nation in the form of religious zealots so you could gain more power, so you could be the queen. Then people show up and they show you, hey, the world is about to be over. I need your help. You're the only one that can help. I know we're enemies, but the world is more important. You know, everyone in the world knows I hate Trevor's beard. Okay, I secretly love it, but I hate it. But if there was a thing going on of super dandruff and my hair and his beard were in danger, he and I would join up like the Avengers to stop this dandruff genocide. This woman saw the world coming to an end and would rather it burn to the ground so she could run the ashes. That's who this woman is. To all my people, Trevor can't feel this because he ain't watching it. So to all my people out there, you know the most toxic woman, nay, human in television history is Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones. Nasty. Nasty. And you saw what it said. Mike is right.
So that was tremendous. My only pushback, which was your list, I would have switched the girlfriends cast with the sisters. And speaking of that, I do want to. I've been asking Pour Your Heart Out to do this. You guys need to do it because if I do it, you know I'm going to turn it into a misogynistic nightmare. I want you guys to parallel the girlfriends cast with the sisters cast.
I've been saying that for years.
I think that'd be a fantastic parallel. I just think, but I'd rather hear that from women because, like I say, if I get on that, it's not going to be fun, man. But that was Mike's top 10. We waited a whole month for it. I thought it was friggin' fantastic. I couldn't put the comments up because y'all know Mike don't have a good attention span, and he would have been trying to read the comments, but they damn sure were flying through. Everybody basically just laughing at your list and feeling and agreeing. Shout out to Van Cat in the building.
Oh, Van Cat's here?
Yeah.
Hey,
Kev
what up, extraordinaire?
Kev said give him one more minute. Yeah, Kev, when you chime back in, let me know because I want you to rock out with this first story. So,
hey, are they feeling Cersei Lannister?
Most of them don't know them, but like you got Ricardo. Oh no, but look what Van Cat said. Van Cat popped his head in just to leave this. Mike is right about the Game of Thrones hoe. I never watched Game of Thrones. I never got into Game of Thrones.
Sir, you are slacking. I've read every book before the whole season came out, and I can tell you this: it is a tour de force of writing until the last 2 seasons when they lost the script and they tried to make it up themselves. Then it got trashed.
Zay said once again, Mike is right.
I think Zay, president.
I think Zay might just be on the payroll at this point.
Sir, he knows right when he sees it. That's it.
So yeah, Zay said I'm sleeping on Game of Thrones. MD saying Cersei was diabolical. So a lot of them watching. Speaking of MD, the political prophet amongst men, I think Keela already did it, but if not, I hope she drops a link to MD's channel because you do have God and Government tonight. My favorite YouTube personnel, Apex, the political manosphere guy, will be on there arguing with MD about government. Now, let me tell you the thing about Apex. Every topic, every talking point that Wayne has, he puts a Bible spin on it. So it makes it just amplifies it by 100. And then you guys know MD is always, oh no, let's bring it back political. Nah, hold on, let's do it here. Well, what about the policy? Or what about, and Apex is like, no. But the Bible says it's just a tremendous listen. It comes on at 8:30 tonight, right after Man Talk Monday. So y'all make sure and check it out. We need y'all to help MD get a subscriber count up because the brother does do a lot of tremendous work. But this, no G&G tonight. Okay, he has bronchitis. Yeah, he been sounding like crap. So, but anyway, y'all go over and subscribe to his channel anyway. But this top 10 is the reason why what I said earlier is this is just a launching pad for these guys to go on and be great. Now, either Mike, Van Cat, or myself, hopefully Mike does it, is going to now take this top 10 and clip it and add all the pictures of the women and stuff in it, and then we can repurpose it. So
it'll be Van Cat. I'm still trying to learn.
Yeah, Mike needs to see. I could do it, but I'm trying to work on this Sting show, which is, man, MD, that Sting show is taking me forever because you can't find pictures of his TNA run and stuff. It's crap been searching all over trying to find them, but I'll have it for next Wednesday. But that is Mike's top 10, and depending on our time, we might have another one.
Maybe.
See, look at that. Van Cat already saying. Van Cat probably already clipped the video, and I ain't even hit load yet. So,
and that's probably why he's here. He probably just told him, like, let me get a jump start on this.
Yeah, because we know he's not here to see me. Hey, Van Cat, by the way, somebody mentioned that me and you need to have a wrestling match, like a celebrity wrestling match, just to get all this tension off. Because I do owe you one from all them years ago when you went against a script in the backyard wrestling, brother. Don't think I forgot. You see this nice 10 pounds of gold here is waiting for a belt shot across your forehead. But nevertheless, man, Kev, you ready?
I was about to call your wife and be like, I gotta kidnap a piece of your wife's brain, but she just said it real nice that she gonna teach me, so never mind.
Oh yeah, because she got to teach Bones, she got to teach all of them. I mean, because if I'm gonna teach, you had to be in front of me. I'm not one of them type of teachers. You had to be there in front of me where I could show you exactly what to do. That's why she's the brain of the outfit. So while we wait on Kev, I do got a piece of footage I want to show you guys because I'm gonna give Mike's voice that match is 30 years in the making. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. It was so funny yesterday. Randomly, somebody just was like, "Hey, man, it'd be so great if Trevor and Venkat had a wrestling match because the way they always bickering at each other, like it's crazy though." But I got a piece of footage that I want to play before Kev gets on because I want Kev to take the lead on this next story. So hold on, let me pull this footage up. This is some exclusive footage.
Bring that foolishness to me. What we doing? Age is not personal. No. Let me say what you just gotta tell. No. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna say a fact. No, I didn't. I asked him what y'all was talking about. I didn't ask you nothing. Exactly. I'm gonna say there is no such thing. No, I asked him what they were talking about. Exactly, but I didn't ask her. So I'm gonna say this. I will bite you and put you back. She trying to put the hips on me to get me confused. I'm trying to trick me.
Dr. Mia, he got nerves.
There is no such thing as personal if it can be put on a job application, okay? Cap. All cap. No such thing as personal if you can write it on a job application for everybody.
That's not what I said.
You got to. That's what I said. You got to put your words on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Daddy has spoken. Mike is right.
Wow!
Say it again. Mike is right. I was the list.
You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me what I
just did.
Wait, let me finish my sentence. You cannot tell me what I value. You cannot tell me. You've been yelling too. No, I'm yelling because I'm not here. I'm not being heard.
And I will gladly hear you.
I'm not being heard. I'm not being heard. You took it down first. You know, the testimony, your voice mandates me to bring my voice up a little bit higher.
That's because your cheerleader is serious.
Excuse you.
Once your cheerleader calm down.
All right, okay.
She been dying to get wet. I'm gonna throw something on her. Go ahead.
They done went crazy over it. Oh Lord.
I can't put the water on top of the water. I'm ready for this. Let's go.
Hey, man, the white guy on Mars. He's out of control.
He's out of control. Yo, that's the greatest.
You get a new car.
I need one.
Get a new car.
Wow. Nene set me up. But I would like everyone to know, you all heard Trevor say it. Mike is right. You heard him say it. You heard him say it loud and clear. HD. 1440. You heard him.
So that was just a little snippet of a conversation we had. We actually had to get together recently. Like Nene says, that was my daughter's birthday party, and we were off to the side just getting into all type of shenanigans. A lot of the crew was there, man. We were missing Ricardo, missing Keela, but we're gonna run it back on Juneteenth. And this time I'll definitely have the recorders out, because every time we get together at the end, they're always like, "Oh my God, you should have had the recorders out." That's how the podcast even started, because it was like, "Oh my God, why didn't we record that?" So we will have the recorders out. So y'all going to be getting a lot of good content, coming up on the channel. Kev, you ready?
Hey, E. Lewis, I'm the guy with the chain in the ear. That was me. I was wearing Dr. Mia's son's chain because he broke it and I fixed it. And I felt like my ear was the place it needed to go because it said King, and your boy felt quite royal that night. You see, I was knocking on the women's ideas down. Pat.
He was right there. He knew who you are.
I know, but he do. Oh, he's trying to joke. Oh, okay, my bad.
You trying to go incognito. All right, so let's get into this. Kev is back. Let's get into this video that I saw earlier today. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Man Talk Monday is back, and y'all heard the announcement earlier. After I finish up all my obligations, I will no longer be having the Bible debates over here because it's not worth it to me. I feel like I had to limit myself. I had to play down too much to who I am. And I can't placate to one audience while tuning out the audience that actually built me up and made me what I was. So that's just how that's gonna be. So first and foremost, hold on. MD said, first and foremost, where's Wayne? The viewing audience deserves an explanation. Now, wait a minute, MD. I ain't gonna let you do my boy like that now. Hey, I ain't gonna let you do my boy like that. He didn't run.
I agree.
he didn't run. Life was lifing, because if that's the case, y'all can say I ran the past 2 weeks canceling the shows. Life was lifing. He didn't run, but
go ahead and put that comment on.
We do have to reschedule.
The comment just above that one.
Here you go. Man, you read the damn comments. Great top 10. You can see it.
But who's it from? From my birthday's twin. You feel me?
Yeah.
When she says it, you know it's real. Thank you, Sister Nene. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a great top 10. I'll be in and out working. Okay, so yeah, Nene going to go make the money. That's what it is. Y'all rock out. I'll be in and out working on the Canva coaching session for tomorrow night. It is what it is.
Bro, I had an invoice show up at my house. It was for Capri Sun. She was like, you drunk 5 of them. I'm like, damn.
You got to spend the money over here. So, all right, Kev, I'm gonna let you rock out on this, because this is a young person's story, and I saw this when I went on IG just to try to catch up on my messages, and I saw this. So I'm very, very curious to hear what you got to say to this.
Y'all call it the Meg Thee Stallion challenge, but to be honest, I think it's just yet another way for women to devalue themselves. And ladies, I'm not gonna hold y'all. At this point, it's given tacky and it's given classless. I think I speak for pretty much everybody when I say we're tired of seeing it. It's played out. There is no reason why we should log onto social media and at the top part where it says stories, there's nothing but a bunch of naked women, half naked women, thongs, panties, short shorts, twerking and showing their ass. For what? What is y'all doing this for? Likes? Attention? Validation? If I'm not mistaken, y'all just did this a few months ago. Y'all had a whole challenge where y'all called it the ceiling challenge, where y'all was taping y'all phones to the ceiling and y'all was twerking upside down. We done seen y'all ass from every single angle possible. We get it. Then y'all say, oh, it's just the internet. It's not a real place. This is a real place. Y'all don't care how y'all perceive yourselves. Y'all don't care what y'all look like. You know what this looks like? It looks classless. It looks tacky as hell. Most of y'all are moms. Y'all don't care what y'all kids think. Y'all don't care what y'all kids might look like. Y'all don't care about y'all image to them. Y'all talking about a challenge. Challenge yourself to be a better mom. Challenge yourself to be a better woman. Challenge yourself to be a better sister, a better auntie. Go challenge yourself to read a book. Challenge yourself in ways that's helpful. Y'all call it the Meg.
All right. So, and before you go, Kev, there was a comment by a fantastic fella that I know very well. Can't see it, but he says, we love glorifying whore and thought culture. Salute to this queen.
I see it. I believe I know that guy. I know that
guy. I think his name begins with a T. But here's a comment right below that. It says, well, it's all fun and games. It's never serious. You can still respect yourself and still throw ass. It's called having fun. It's enough going on in the world we're living in. It's our last days, so why not have all the fun you can? Live for you don't live forever. Don't argue with me, with your mama or your auntie. So there you go. There you go. So wait, she already lied. She obviously don't speak for everyone. All right, Kev, what do you think about that, Kev?
I don't know what to think because I don't know when people are gonna make up their minds. Like on one hand, do we love ass? And on the other hand, is like, do we want everything to be respectful? Because on one hand, you're gonna say the respectful chick is boring, but on the other hand, you're saying, oh, the ratchet chick who's twerking and shaking her ass all the time is a deplorable thought who should be in the bottom of society.
Wow.
And it's like, okay, you say that, but when you go on her Instagram, she's getting flown out. She's getting her rent paid. She's getting gifts. She's getting likes on the gram. Which one is it? Because to me, I'm not a hypocrite. So I'm gonna say I love these challenges. I love looking at ass. I love the sundress challenge. You know what I'm saying? I love the bust it challenge. I love the what was another good one? I love this challenge.
Buster was the one, bro. Buster was the one.
Hell yeah. Bust it. Love them.
So hold up, Kev, because I'm gonna completely let you rock out on this. I'm not gonna stop you because your cheerleader big brother MD is just rooting you on in the chat. So again, you didn't hear what she said, which is fine.
Ever. You're finally starting to understand what I say. Thank you.
You didn't hear what she said. She never said anything was wrong with it. She just said, why you doing it online? So you can continue.
I mean, why not?
Sundress, yes.
Why not? What's the issue? Because if it's part of the culture, why not put it online? If shaking your ass is not part of the culture, why are you hiding it? Because there's something wrong with it. That's what you're saying. You're saying it's tacky. So that's exactly what I'm saying. So we need to make up our minds. Is shaking ass part of the culture, right? Is it for all the educated Negroes that be like, oh, Afro-Indigenous and this and that? Is it part of our culture, or is it deplorable? Because to me, I'm enjoying it. It's great jerk off material, and I'm not ashamed to be a hypocrite. Okay, would I say I'll let my daughter, indulge in all this? No.
Why not? But it's part of the culture.
I ain't about that. Like I said, I'm a hypocrite.
So it's okay for other people's daughters, not yours.
Yes, sir. Like I said, I'm a hypocrite.
Okay, thank you.
So, Kev, hold up, Kev. And again, like I say, I'm gonna just let you ride out on this. But I just watched something on my way home where because a part of your defense was she's getting her rent paid, she's getting flown out. So that was part of your defense. So I just watched something, this new channel that I follow. I really can't remember his name. Is a white guy, but he does like crime stories. And he literally does crime stories of all the women that are getting flown out, that are getting their rent paid. And you know what he chronicles? How they're getting their heads chopped off because of this stuff.
Oh yeah.
So again, all I'm saying is I get what you're saying. If it's being done behind closed doors, I think what the sister is more so saying is, what more substance do you have? Like what is always what we talk about. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table besides a big ass?
Nothing.
More ass. That's what they're bringing. That's exactly what they're bringing. Like I said, man, we got to make up our minds, yo. My thing is like, stop shaking your ass so much. There's always a balance. That's my thing. Stop shaking your ass so much. We love it. Yes, we love it. We know you love doing it, but stop doing it so much.
He wouldn't, Zay. He absolutely wouldn't. Look at this question from Zay. Kev, would you be in a relationship with a woman like that?
Like that?
Yeah.
Of course not. Of course not. I'll be stressing me out. Stress me out.
Thank you.
Like I said, I love looking at it. That's my thing. And yes, y'all slut shaming.
Yo, I think you have something crossed up. We all love looking at it. Everybody loves looking at it. Bro, I used to, when I was tired, I would turn on that. What was that little goofy challenge with the silhouette challenge? Ooh, the silhouette challenge was fire. They all fire. It's the problem is it shouldn't be the only thing they do. Like, it's the only thing women do. You know, there's a guy, there's a smart guy I know that always says, I don't understand why women, the only thing women can do to show that they're strong and that they're liberated is to show off their secondary sexual organs. I don't understand that. Why is the only thing they can do for respect to shake their ass? Like, somebody needs to explain that to me. I'm confused. And this woman is saying, cool, you want to shake your ass a little bit? Do that for your man. You want to shake your ass a little bit? Do it at a party. Why is everything on the internet shaking their ass? And I'm going to challenge you, Kev. How many thoughts you think there are in the world?
Plenty.
Give me a number.
Maybe 30%.
So you think 30% of the women are thoughts?
Or like 60.
Okay, 60% of the women are thoughts. How many of them thoughts are getting flown out to Dubai?
I would say like 20.
You're lying, sir.
No.
20% of them thoughts are not making it.
No.
Only the 10s and 9s are making it to Dubai. I know these chicks will go online and lie and have you feel like they out here doing it. Yo, the king of the kings and the sultans and all them, they're not paying for 8s. They're not paying for 8s. What's wrong with you?
What are they paying for?
They're paying for 10s. You got to be a top shelf thought. They're not paying for 8s. 8s are just, you ever heard of the singer called Lizzo?
I think you underestimate how desperate guys are.
No, I'm not. You're underestimating. See, your problem is you think men are one thing, right? You think men are all this. You think men are a monolith. They're not. There are different levels of men. There are men who are filthy rich, but they are lame as hell, and they will pay for a chick to do anything. That's a small minority. The most of the rich guys got boss mentalities, and they're not paying for. They're paying for women who are in movies to come do thought stuff. The men that used to buy, you know, the princes who used to buy Marilyn Monroe and buy Greta Garbo and these top shelf actresses to come out and do freaky stuff and then go back. That's who these these balling rich guys, that's who they really are. The little lames that you think about, that's just what people talk about. That's what people talk about. Women like to say they doing something, and I say, my bad, Nene, I'm sorry. Thoughts like to act like they're doing better than they are. Thoughts like to lie. They do. You see, even the thoughts I like, we all know who my favorite thought is. Ruby Rose. She loved to say, oh yeah, I ain't worried about no man. I ain't worried about no that. She was on there crying over DDG. Crying. They love Cardi. And bro, boy, don't get no. Yeah, he still left you and he's sleeping with another baddie. And now you sit over there crying on Instagram. There is no thought in the world that's winning. Any woman that acts like a thought that's winning in the world is not really a thought. There are no winning thoughts. Winning. There are no winning, meaning being an adult, having an adult relationship where you're happy. You could be an ass shaker who's just out there shaking it and doing stupid stuff. Anybody could do that. That's cool. But all the chicks that are acting like their thoughts and they're having fun, they're all trying to be something different in their personal lives. Megan, oh, that's right. I ain't worried about no nigga, but she was running around crying over Tory Lanez. And then she was running around crying over the new dude who left her. She'll be running around crying over the dude after that. That's what they do. There's very few, I've only met in my life 2 women who I can say were totally liberated and saying, I'm just gonna have sex, I'm gonna do what I want, and that's gonna be it. I don't care about no relationship. That's just stuff. That's like chicks who like to say they bisexual. You ain't bisexual, boo. You just like girls for the season. That's all that means. You like girls for now. You'll be back on the dude later. Real ones know. They just
when it comes to the girls, oh, go ahead.
So when it comes to the girls, talking.
So when it comes to the girls that aren't looking for relationships, but they're getting the money, would you not say they're winning?
Sir, they're lying. Even women that say, I told you I've only met 2. All the women that go, man, I ain't looking for no man. I'm da-da-da-da-da. Let a dude show up. I bet money they in a relationship next week. Bet money. Oh, here go MD. This is why I don't know who MD is on Monday.
MD.
But go ahead. What are you talking about?
MD said, go deeper, Kev. What Mike is upset about is market depreciation based on a placebo being sold to subpar women. He doesn't appreciate freedom. You don't like it. Create another market. That's what I'm saying, man. That's MD.
MD's hilarious. Hey,
MD,
I love the market. I love the market. I do. The market is fine. I'm getting what I want out of it. My problem is, unlike you, I see us as the people. All right. I'm sorry. I got lost in Kevin's foolishness. Let me get back to the actual factuals. I see us as a people. And if us as a people, whenever they talk about our females, all they see is neck rolling, finger snapping, and asses jiggling, we're never going to rise as a people. Ever. We're always going to be that. There's too many fly things that we're doing that my black women are doing for this to be the only thing. I just saw a thing where they graduated a whole class of black women doctors, a whole class of black women pilots. But if I go on Instagram, it's a heifer from Africa shaking her booty. Or it's the new girl who, oh no, I'm in the gym. I'm wearing clothes. I don't know why you're looking at me, even though these pants are tighter than my skin. I'm doing the leg workouts so you can see my camel toe, but why are you staring at me? That's what the culture's become. It's disgusting. And hey, I'm gonna leave you with this one. Are there a lot of Muslims in the world, Kevin?
I think so, yeah.
Be careful when you say that.
I understand. There's a whole lot of Muslims in the world, right? Muslim women, traditionally, they cover up, correct?
They'll get acid thrown on them, so I don't think that counts.
They get what?
Acid.
They'll get acid, and you'll get rocks.
That happens all over. That happens in every country.
That's
not specifically Muslim.
I'm not going to that.
Yeah, stay out of it. All I'm saying is there's a whole lot of Muslim people, which means there's a whole lot of Muslim sex occurring, which means you don't need to see them naked to want them. If the only thing you respect about a person is the booty because that's all they show you, that's not love. That's not what you build a relationship on. If you continually tell me to respect you, but every time I see you, all I see is 2 inches away from your vagina, how am I going to respect you? How am I going to love more than that? That's what you showed me. That's what you said your worth is. Every time I see you, I'm sitting there like, how is that material covering up her lip? How is that happening? That's what I think every time I look at you. But you want me to respect you it don't work like that. I can't go to a woman and be like, hey, you got to respect me as a boss, but you broke. So I feel like a boss in my heart, so you should respect. It don't work like that. So if MD want that freedom, he can have it. I'll take a respectable woman over these thoughts who are supposedly winning. Because every thought I see that's supposedly winning, guess what you do when you're winning, Kevin? You stop doing the thing that you're doing to make money, or you do it for fun. If they were winning, they wouldn't be having to continue being thoughts. That's how you get old thoughts. If you're a thought and you're winning, you can stop being a thought.
Let me say this because I see E saying I ain't looking for Coretta. I think well, I'm gonna say what I'm saying. I'm not gonna speak for anybody else. I'm not saying that being a thought undercover, being a whore undercover is anything wrong with it. You're gonna do whatever you're gonna do. I think what I'm saying is why you got to broadcast it. It's just like I'm the same guy that'll come on here every show and say, hey, discipline your kids. Just don't videotape it. That's all I'm saying. And I'm like, hey, if you want to be a whore for your man, it's fine. If you want to be a thought for your man, it's fine, because the problem is your man probably likes the thoughts. And if you don't do that, then he's probably going to leave you for one. That's the truth of the matter. So I'm never going to be up here and say, hey, don't do that and just be Miss Missionary position in the bed and not missionary, because that'd be the bomb if you know what you're doing. Miss Starfish in the bed. Don't be the starfish in the bed. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, hey, you got to just be the good church girl and stuff like that. All I'm saying is And Kev, and just to furthermore, but it's okay because you said that you'll be a hypocrite in this. We asked you, would you want your daughter doing it? And you said no. We asked you, would you be with one of those women? And you said no. So deep down inside you, you know that it's wrong publicizing it. Again, don't get me twisted. I'm not saying anything's wrong with doing a little. Hey, there's not a woman in the world. There's not a woman in the world right now that knows Juvenile that when you hear that they ain't gonna back it up. There's not a woman in the world that's not gonna do that. I don't care where you at. All I'm saying, just do it at home. Don't be out on video doing it and don't have a camera. I didn't even know about this ceiling challenge thing. I remember seeing the silhouette thing, but this whole Meg thing was new to me. I just saw it this morning. That's all I'm saying. Just don't be out in the open with it. Just like I always say that we're the only people that criticize our people. Like you only see black women, the only ones that'll go on and ridicule that man in public spaces. I'm not saying don't ridicule him. Sometimes you need to tell him he ain't worth a damn. Just don't do it on the open air in front of everybody. Don't embarrass him. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
I think that's all I've been ever saying. Just don't do it. Be as freaky as you want to be. Just be as nasty as you want to be. Hell, me and the good doctor are doing a show about the love contract. And the purpose of the love contract is because you started out freaky in the marriage and then you stopped being freaky in the marriage. So now you got to come back and renegotiate some things. That's all we saying. Just do it behind closed doors, though. That's all I'm saying. You got the last word, Kev.
No, bump that.
So
hey,
I got the last word. But
okay, so let me get a word first. How many happily married thoughts do you know? The answer is none.
That's me.
Anybody? How many happily married thoughts do you know? Happily married thoughts.
The
answer is none.
One.
Ain't nobody marrying no thoughts. Thoughts are for fun. Thoughts are for weekends. Thoughts are for drunken nights with your homeboys. Oh man, I'll pull that little thought. That's what thoughts are for. You don't marry thoughts. You don't marry strippers. You don't marry whores. Y'all keep acting like I'm making this up.
Married, my guy.
What?
There's plenty of porn stars who get married, so it's not even.
Yeah, they marry other porn stars.
Can't be using the worst.
The worst
example.
They marry other porn stars.
Oh, Lord.
Every time a porn star marries somebody outside of the industry, it goes up in flames. You saw the guy who does the hot chicken challenge, not the hot chicken wings, hot ones. He just broke up with his because she broadcast. She told everybody they together. He was like, "Hey man, you can't tell the world that we done." And he left her like that. One picture and he broke up with her. Cause don't nobody want to be on the line for owning a thought. You don't want to be on the line for putting a ring on a thought. Nobody. You included. Why y'all acting like I'm crazy? Everybody act like I'm telling the truth. A thought is for my twin just said a thought is for a second. I'm not wifing you. You in a strip club drunk, you tell that chick anything trying to get some attention. That's it. When you go outside and they turn the light on, I don't even know you. You think if I saw a stripper in Publix, I'ma talk to you? Bitch, if you don't move so I can grab this yogurt, get your ass out the way. The sun is out. I don't know you when the sun is out. Move.
Either way.
Go ahead, Kev.
We're still rewarding thoughts. So if you don't want thoughts to be quote unquote winning, then you need to put your attention and teach little boys and men to put their attentions on other things. As opposed to like watching.
There it go. There it go. There is always the man's fault. It's always the man's fault. There it go. There it
don't make any sense.
When a thought posts a video on Instagram, guess who's under it? Basketball players, football players, regular average Joes.
Yes.
Scammers.
Like sex.
And what do those people do? They fly them out, have their way with them, give them a Chanel bag, red bottom.
And then what? And then what?
And then whatever happens. But
no, send them back home. Say the whole thing. Yeah. It's very few thoughts that get to hang around. And they only get to hang around because they got pregnant or they did something. You remember what the chick did to Drake? How Drake put the hot sauce in the condom before he threw it in the garbage and the girl tried to put it in her cuckoo and she tried to sue him? That's what thoughts do. They're trying to get the baby to have the easy life.
You're too general. You're too general because I can't think of other situations, but when the whole Zion Williams, right? Situation happened. He was with a thought and he was begging for her to stay.
For the vagina. He wasn't begging her to put a ring on.
Say that again.
That's what he was begging for the vagina. He wasn't begging her to put a ring on. You're not thinking. He's not trying to put a.
Wait a minute, was Zion begging her or was she begging him?
No, he was
begging her. Begging for the bread. She was begging for the money. He was Zion is what you call. You know how they say, what do you call a lame that got money? A lame with money. That's who Zion is. Zion, the dude who got out in the world, finally got a little bit and went crazy. Everybody did that. Only difference is the rest of us did it when we were 17, 18. Zion doing it as a grown man in the NBA.
Let me ask y'all in the chat a question. I put this out and Mike didn't respond, so you're probably not receptive to it. Shout out to Lim B in the building. So I propose that, you know, we go into this 2-week schedule that I would be willing to do a show with Mike and just Kev. Like literally just let them just go at it. But I think what Kev is afraid of is that Mike will overpower him without me being here.
That's what girls afraid of too.
But don't y'all think that would be a tremendous thing? Just Mike and Kev kind of, you know what, I would do it in the vein of kind of like how I do my top 5. Y'all go make sure and watch my 5 count show that I do after every wrestling show. You got 5 topics and you got to keep the show to 15 minutes. And you just boom, you knock it out, you banter back and forth, kind of like PTI. Y'all let me know what you think in the chat, because I think that'll be a great thing just to test it out. Yeah, I did put y'all out there on Front Street. I did it. So what?
Nah, Kev is right. It's what's the name of that show? What's the name of that show again, Kev? With Joe and Academics?
Yeah, Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle. It was real big for like 6 months until Joe left because they wouldn't pay him.
So MD says, there you go, Kev. They are admitting that we shouldn't have to display any moral social discipline because we're men. Let's all protect Gucci because we equally can. MD, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Monday MD is on drugs.
MD, ain't nobody say that. Nobody. I don't know where the hell you got that. I told y'all I got the remedy to beat MD. I'm gonna wait till Wayne take care of him. Well, to him and Wayne go at it. Yeah, Wayne. Yeah, MD. That doesn't work for me, MD. Not at all. So Ricardo says, I hate sex and horror. Says no man ever. Yeah. Let me see what Lim said. Or they sneak a photo vid and post it with the guy when the guy's asleep. Yeah. Sometimes trying to trap the guy if he doesn't give them more money. But no, Lim. Kev will say that that's the man's fault though.
He shouldn't have fell asleep.
He shouldn't have fell asleep. He shouldn't have been tired, bro. Just stay up.
Yep, stay up, nigga. What, you gotta sleep? You ain't no man.
So let's
leave the room first.
Let's get to this. Let's get to this next one. It's probably going to be the last one that we could get to as far as oh no, I did want to do this because I think MD sent me this in the group, and I damn sure said that I want us to react to this. So let me bring this up because whenever we see stuff like this, it's just atrocious. YouTube, please don't mess with the video. I don't even care about this music. I wish I could mute it. Let me know when you see it.
You got to start times 2 it.
You see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. We are looking at future prisoners.
Yeah, enough of that crap. So here's the deal, because y'all know this is the type of stuff that sets me off, and I may not even be able to get to the next the next thing just because of this. I forgot how ridiculous this was. Shout out to Cliff in the building. I see a bright future for us. So a couple of weeks ago was my daughter's birthday. That birthday party. That's what y'all saw Mike and us having a good old time with, and we had beers at the table. Fine, whatever. Our kids were way over there. We were way over there. But Mike, how many booty shakers did we have at the party?
-3.
How many characters dancing did we have at the party like that?
Not a one, kind sir.
All I'm saying is, this is all I'm saying, and I love to hear what Kev got to say about this. Bro, everything in the world was wrong with that. And I don't even care about the music. You're playing music, whatever. Music is music, but you got your characters dancing, and the type of dancing that the characters come to the kids' party to do is a bunch of twerking. And then the most egregious thing that I didn't even notice until just now.
Okay, you gonna say it.
Is that one of the hood rats moved the little boy in the Pampers behind the booty of the what's that character, Woody?
No, that was the girl.
Or whoever the character was standing behind them. That could have been them. I didn't even notice that when I first saw it. That could be like the most egregious thing. Kev, go ahead. Just go ahead, Kev.
Why you want me to go first?
Because these young people. These are your peoples, Kevin. These young people.
I don't glorify this. Although I always thought Jessie was thick when I was younger. She's a cute doll. But yeah. Funny thing, before this podcast, I was listening to a guy named Yaki Awaken, and he was explaining this experiment about rats who are in. So it was an experiment with like 100 rats, and they separated the rats. So there was 50 rats in one container where they had good conditions. So they had like clean food, clean water. They had plenty of room so they can go. They had like an upstairs for the rats to have their own privacy and stuff like that. And then they had another container with 50 rats, and those rats had fake food. They had unclean water, and they didn't clean the cages of like feces and things like that. And then they all were also like squished in, so there wasn't any room for them to move around. And what he was explaining and what they were finding out is like the conditions that the rats in the bad condition, in the bad condition, what they found out is that cognitively they couldn't keep up with the rats who were in the good condition containers when it came to like going through a maze. So what they decided to do to see like if there was any other variables with that is switch the conditions. So they took one rat, put in the bad cage, took one bad rat, put in a good cage, and then they saw that that the rat who went into the bad cage couldn't complete the maze at all, and the rat that was in the bad cage that was put in the good cage was able to complete the maze. So that experiment was pretty much showing and explaining that your environment can affect a lot of variables, especially who you are and how you are cognitively. And that's the way I just see the hood. The hood is just it's an area where there's nothing but negativity, toxic behaviors, and just a situation that's bad for your spirit. So it makes sense regardless, when you show these videos, it makes sense why I see like, kids being twerked on by grown adults, because that's just stuff that goes on in the hood, if they wanted to fix their situation, they would do their best to at least work together to leave. So I'm not really surprised by this. Like, I think it's like I said, I don't care what grown people do, but when you involve kids, I think it's disgusting. I definitely thought it was disgusting when I saw what happened with the boy being pushed to the Jessie girl. I would say, okay, maybe if it was like an 18-year-old, okay, sure. But yeah, a young boy being indoctrinated into this, it's like, okay, you know, this is why this cycle keeps moving further and further and further. That's why I'm not with the whole, you know, move as like a people, you know, mentality. Because if you stick with that groupthink mentality, you're just gonna stay stuck at where you are. I always say just move as an individual. And if you're in this situation, do whatever you got to do to get out of the hood and move to the suburbs or move somewhere else, just somewhere else that's outside the hood. Because guess what? When you look at these rappers, for example, who go back to the hood, guess what happens? They always get shot. They always get robbed. They always get kidnapped. Something bad always happens. And it's going to keep happening until we decide to say, okay, I'm not going to go with the collective. I'm not going to stick with what society tells me to do. I'm going to do what's best for me and my family and move out the hood. It's that simple. It's that simple. But go ahead.
So Kev, Ricardo said that you left out. He said that Kev, that experiment was based on rats and creating a utopian society, sir. There was way more to that experience. You failed to mention a few variables that came about. So, and again, MD just been your biggest damn cheerleader all day. Woo, Kev with the quote of the day, get out of the group thing. So I'll say this, Kev, before Mike jump on you, because I know that's what you're waiting for. Probably loading up his ammo right now. I don't disagree with anything you said. I don't. I wish I could, but let me get this straight though. So you're saying the poor you officially reached the zenith of enlightenment. You are an individualist, sir. So you're saying that the poor parenting on display here is strictly just a product of their environment. So you're saying, okay, let me ask you this way. So if that woman that pushed that young boy behind the character, if she was born and raised in Beverly Hills, she wouldn't have done that? That's what you're saying?
Of course. She's a victim of her environment, right? If let's say extreme example. I like extreme examples, of course. But you put that same woman in an area full of Caucasians and Spanish people who will be judging her for her actions, right? She's going to be cognizant of, okay, maybe I shouldn't be shaking my ass in front of my kid or walking out with my titties out and this and that you see in the hood, right? But when you're still stuck in your environment, that negative environment, what's going to happen? You're going to see other people do things that are quote unquote normal, shaking your ass in front of kids, smoking and drinking. And you're going to think, okay, well, that's fine. That's what I see all the time. That's what the cool people are doing, right? They're smoking and drinking and shaking ass in front of kids. So yeah, I'm going to do that as well.
Who's the biggest consumer of cigarettes and alcohol?
Everybody, really.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. Who's the biggest consumers of alcohol and tobacco?
Everybody. Alcohol's in the club. Alcohol's at the club, is at the parties. I don't where are you getting at?
All right. So okay, let me ask you this last question before Mike get on you and before we get ready to close out. Mike, you may have to hold that other one for the next one. Let me because the first one was too fire anyway. I don't want to take away from it. Let me ask you a question. I was raised in the hood my entire life. I actually moved back to the hood. Kevin J, can we admit that some people are just shitty regardless of the environment? That's where I was going, Kevin. So shout out to you for jumping the gun on me.
The real
I've been raised in the hood. I actually moved back to the hood. Had a bunch of hood parties, and never once, again, never once, Kev, never once did I ever think it was okay for my kid to do anything sexually suggestive. But I was raised in the hood. I grew up around some hood thugs and niggas and all that type of crap like that. So I mean, so is it because I'm gonna make you say what I want you to say? Is it that is the selective people that allow their environment to control them like that?
No, it's your environment. I don't know what you're talking about.
Kev, I wasn't born in the hood. I was raised in the hood. I lived back in the hood, quote unquote, but we don't demonstrate that hood behavior. So everything about my life would say hood, except my behavior. But I was raised in the hood. So why is it that I could just simply choose not to do things and then other people can't? That was brought up in the same hood.
See, I want to let Mike go, but
No. Go right ahead.
I'm about to answer.
Mike gonna get you. Don't worry. Mike gonna get you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So you say you moved back to the hood, but my thing is, how many gunshots do you hear a night? How many people do you see on your steps?
So now, Kev, now you're moving the goalposts because just because gunshot. I mean, you hear gunshots in white neighborhoods. Let's not kid ourselves. So now you're court. Now you're trying to say now, like, okay, it's not hood unless you hear the gunshots now. So that's what we're doing now. So now we have to throw all these qualifiers in there. That's what you're saying?
The hood is nothing but negative. I'm not saying the hood is a place where black people congregate. I'm saying the hood is nothing but negativity, prostitutes, pimps running around, gangsters, gunshots, a lot of fighting, a lot of domestic abuse. That is the hood. Yes. That's damn near the project.
So me, you, and Mike had this fantastic conversation, and hell, I was going to bring it up on the show, but I had to cancel it. When we were talking about like gentrification and all that, and we were just saying, was it a good idea and things like that. So again, I'm giving you an example of somebody who grew up in the hood. I could give you multiple more examples that raise their children right, treat their wife right. I was a victim, sort of say, of all the factors that should make me act different, but yet and still I have some sense. So what makes a difference though? What's the difference?
The difference is you left and you changed, and then you came back to the hood. That's the difference.
So I wasn't.
You used to wear gold teeth, right? Do you wear that anymore?
I used to have gold teeth.
Right. But do you wear that at your as a professional? Would you wear that around other people in, let's say?
I did. I had to pay $5,000 to get them taken out.
You did, right?
Yes, they were real gold teeth. I had to get them taken out.
Right. So because of your environment and because you wanted to level up yourself as an individual, you had to shed part of your old identity in order to in order to level up, right? That's something you're not going to see when you're still stuck in an environment that wants to beat you down.
Kev, that had nothing to do with Kev. That had nothing to do with me being in or out of the hood. I took my gold teeth out because I was going to be coming on camera and I wanted to show my fantastic face, and I didn't like the gold teeth, so I wanted to be able to smile and show you these pearly whites. That had nothing to do with where I grew up.
You should, if that's the case, if you should embrace where you're from, if that's the case. Am I wrong?
Kev, just say you got nothing, because the chat's saying you're moving the goalposts like crazy. Just say you got nothing.
I think I got you, to be honest.
So okay. No, you don't. So Kevin J, the real Kevin, says, Kev, you would have been better off saying these folks lack character than blaming the hood. And Kevin, that's what I'm trying to get him to say, but he's gonna always put it to the hood, because if the hood is such a terrible place, like you say, and some hoods are bad, I get it. Why would we have so many success stories coming out of the hood?
Because those are people who want to better themselves. It's the same with every other hood. It doesn't have to be the hood, but I know the success rate isn't going to be as high as if you were in a suburban place where you have expectations and you have to have some common sense. You have to have some common sense, right? There's a reason why when you, how do I say this? There's a reason why when you have kids who are in how do I say, certain circles, why they end up getting in trouble, right? If you're a kid who's around people who are in a gang, eventually you're going to do things that are gang related. Is that not true?
Sometimes.
Okay, we can say sometimes. But what's the word? The not possibility. What's the word?
Probability.
You saying likelihood?
The probability is high. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is that not the case?
Yeah, you got a better chance of doing that. But again, I'm showing you the ones that didn't though.
Sure. And that's what I'm saying. Like if they were in a better environment, they wouldn't be bold enough to be outside shaking their ass and doing these sexual things in front of their kids, right? If they were in, let's say, a Hispanic neighborhood or a white neighborhood and they're with nosy neighbors, right? The neighbors would open their blindfolds. They'd be like, "What the hell is going on?" And they'll see a bunch of
so this my last. Oh, go ahead. This my
line. See a bunch of people and call the police because there's trouble amok.
This my last thing on this before Mike gets you, because so basically you're saying black people lack any intestinal fortitude to do anything. They can't govern themselves. They can't overcome anything because if they were in a white or Hispanic neighborhood, the probability of them being better would go up exponentially. Like, so black people literally are just desolate.
Yep.
I think they love making excuses, but that's not everybody. That's the ones who decide to stay in the hood and do not think like an individual. They don't want to move as an individual. They want to move as a group, right? and yeah, and keep maintaining these stereotypes, and it's getting annoying. I'm not gonna cap.
I'm upset. Go ahead.
Who opens fire on schools?
You're moving it towards white kids, which that is true. That is true.
So,
they have their problems as well.
But the guys that grew up in the suburbs, that's what I'm saying, right?
Correct.
Okay, there you go. All right, Mike.
Bro, I want to let him know that you're saying black people make excuses, right? Right, Kev?
I'm listening.
No, it's a question. You're saying black people make excuses, right?
Yes, they do.
And that's how I know you black. Because that's all I just heard you do.
I'm brown.
That's all I heard you do.
I'm sorry, I'm trans black.
Yeah, all right. That man made 9 million excuses as to why black. Man, get out of here, bro. You can't say black people are the same and then claim individualism. I'm disgusted at Trevor for not saying that MD must be paying you, because he dang sure said Zay was paying me just for the Mike is right thing, but you have bought in hook, line, and sinker to this foolishness individualism, and he ain't come at you with it. There it is. There goes your boy. Yo, Monday MD is disgusting. I don't know what's going on. But I'll say this. I liked what you started with the thing about the rats. That was cool. And I do agree with a lot of it, because it's hard to be better when you're chained and locked to like decrepitness. You know what I mean? That's why they say cleanliness is next to godliness, because the more clean, the more fresh an area is, the more you feel productive, the more you feel motivated. And it's difficult to do that in an area where it's so cluttered and messy. That's why, whenever the Panthers or like a black organization trying to do something, they always, let's clean up the hood, let's clean this up, let's do that. But bro, there's a difference between not being motivated or being productive and being straight up stupid. Why would you send a child in Pampers to go touch an adult sexually. That there is no, why would you have an adult, no, why would you have a child character, a child's play character doing adult sexually suggestive dancing? That's not because you're in the hood. That's because you're a low character person. That has nothing to do with where you live. That has to do with who you are. I would never have Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse giving Mickey Mouse a BJ at a party. Like, that doesn't make sense. It's stupid. I don't want my child to see that. I don't want my child to see stuff that's 1,000 times tamer than that. It makes no sense. She has the majority of her life to be an adult. She has a very finite amount of time to be a child. You do not speed that up. You do not. And the fact that you guys are taking this individualistic crap and trying to push it as if everyone should be able to do what they want. Let's be free. Let's be free. And that you say that the entire time while you're saying that all black people are being the same because of the culture. You're speaking out of the side of your neck. Like, it doesn't make sense. You can't claim individualism and then say black people are the same. That's counterintuitive. It makes no sense. But that's what I expect from you and MD on Mondays. So I don't blame you. I'm going to look past you and look at the people in the world. This is tied to the garbage that we just watched a second ago where she was talking about the Megan thing. This is what happens when you allow white supremacy, yes, I'm going there, when you allow white supremacy to color and to dictate what your culture should be. That's the sad part. I started in this podcast thing talking about how I think Black Americans didn't have a culture because of slavery, because their culture was stolen from them. And this just proves it to me 1,000-fold, because if you ask a black person, okay, where's your culture come from? They'd be like, oh, I'm African. But Africa is not a country. And it's sad people don't know Africa's a continent. Africa has countries, and you don't know what country your people came from. That's why you don't have a culture. You don't know where you're from. You're a lost people. And this is just showing me how lost you still are, because white people want you to be that. They want you to think. They want you to think that this foolishness is your culture. They want you to think that this foolishness is your life. If you look at Caribbean people, they have this thing called carnival, where women are scantily clad and they go out and they dance and they're it's actually linked to something. We're not going to get into that because that's not what this is about. But they dance and they do what they do, and then they stop. It's the party, it's the what happened, and then it's over with. Then you see them at work, they have on long dresses. If I'm lying, go to these countries. They have long dresses. They're dressed up professionally. They're not contorting themselves like garbage. That is the difference. This country has taught black people that the only thing they're good for is sports and entertainment. And because of that, everybody's trying to make it into entertainment, because we can't all be 6'4". And the entertainment that their white people are pushing is look at my booty jiggle. And that's why they all want to be a part of it. Everybody wants to be famous. Nobody wants to be an upstanding human being. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody thinks, oh, look, that girl slept with some guy on video and it got put out in the world and now she's a billionaire. I could do it too. No. If you look at the whore culture that came in America, the only person to benefit off of it, their last names are all Kardashian. That's it. All you black people that have been trying to keep up and trying to join it, nobody else has put out a sex tape that was black that made that money. Nobody else is black that's put out a sex tape that got them on the national stage. She's the only person to put out a sex tape to have it respected, to where they're business people. That's because they don't respect you. You must earn your own respect with yourself. You must find it in yourself. And until black people do that, we're going to be this lost people just fluttering around this country. And they're going to continue laughing at us Look at them crying for rights and respect when they can't even keep their women in line. Look at them crying for rights and respect when they can't even stay out of jail. Look at them crying for rights and respect when they can't even support each other. Every other minority in the world comes to America and supports themselves. Every other minority comes to America and they stick together. Every other minority comes to America and they have some place with their name. Little Haiti, little Chinatown, little Jamaica, little this, little that. There is no little black place. There's no, the closest you got is Chocolate City, and white people own that. Come on, yo. But you know what? I'm just some weird chubby dude that talk too much on Mondays. You ain't gotta listen to me. But when it happens to you and you remember I said this, just go ahead and put Mike is right in the thing, and I'm gonna go back to doing what I do. Go ahead, Trev.
Well, damn. I love serious, concerted Mike just looking at the camera, Mike. When he ain't yelling at you, I just love this, Mike. He's like, hey, this is hey, yeah, hey, you don't need to add on to nothing. I got nothing, Kev. Unless you want to add on to it, I got nothing.
I do want to, unless Kevin, you have something to say?
Because I want to get the MD's comments.
Yeah, I want to get the MD's comment, the one he just made.
Yeah, same here. And nothing to add, but we do need to have the serious conversation about white supremacy, because those are one of the excuses I be talking about that I feel like people need to get away from.
Sir, who decides what music gets played?
The people.
No, sir. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Well, like I said, it's a conversation for another day.
Okay, Kev, I'm gonna win that one too.
Here's my problem with that, Kev. You say black people got to get away from the white supremacy conversation. So we could say that you got to get away from the conversation of blaming black men for everything.
Why would I do that?
They're both oppressive statements. Like, what's the difference?
I wouldn't say depressive. One is
oppressive.
Oppressive. Okay. Well, with the white supremacy situation, it's prevalent, but it needs to be something discussed as in a constructive way, as opposed to just blaming it and then that's it. And then the other argument is having accountability. So a lot of issues, like I always say, is black men's fault because they don't have any accountability or self-control over their desires. So for example, sleeping with a bunch of women and then getting them pregnant and then complaining about child support. Like who got her pregnant? It wasn't white supremacy's fault. It was your fault for being stupid.
Kev, I just can't get to everything today because I'm trying to keep it to a certain time. I got a video. I want to say Mike or Ricardo sent me of this white girl asking for child support from a sperm donor.
I sent it.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Stop with this. I really need y'all to stop with this. And I'm not picking on Kev, but Kev is here taking the brunt. Y'all got to stop with this. Black men make all these babies and don't take care of them. Y'all got to stop that. Because again, when I bring up the numbers, black men are in their kids' lives at a 72% clip, more than anybody, and more than double the next closest person. So
Trevor, don't bring logic. You can't bring logic.
We gotta stop saying that, man. It's like you can't. We're literally judging. Wayne like to say this a lot. You always judge us on a whole by the worst of us. So the vocal minority, that the squeaky wheel gets, makes the most noise. So that's the ones that we're getting judged by. I don't know any men that don't take care of their kids. The one that I know that doesn't take care of their kids can't even talk to me anymore because I don't allow that in my circle. Every man that I know takes care of their kids, multiple kids, and takes care of them well. So we got to stop saying that, man. That's like, of anything we say on this show, that could be the most disrespectful thing. Just because a few women make some terrible choice and some men, Pookies and Ray Rays, y'all chose the Pookies and Ray Rays. We know that there's some Pookies and Ray Rays out there, just like we know that there's some Keishas and Bonquishas out there that's just gonna be hood rat, credit card scammers, and everything. Y'all the ones that pick them. Y'all got to stop trying to lump us in with everybody. Because like when I see all the dads on my street in the hood, they doing their damn thing. Even the guys that's not with the woman anymore still come by to take the kids to school. Still come by every day doing things for the kids. So you got to stop saying that. Like that's insanity. But let me get the MD, because MD said his throat hurting, or else I'd have him. Oh well, we got to wrap up soon. But MD's made two statements that I want to get to. Lem had something too. Wait a minute. Oh man, damn! Did I miss Lem's? All right, it'll come. So MD says, whoa, Mike, I don't condone what happened in that video, but not from a moral sense, but a legal one. MD is I'd love to have a conversation completely off the record with him, because MD don't sound like he care anything about morality, or morality don't exist to him. That's lewd and lascivious conduct. So he's basing it strictly off a legal sense, but not moral, which is kind of weird to me. But here's the one from Lem. This for you, Mike. Lem says, to your point, Mike, you're doing exactly that to Kev. As lost as he is, that's where we as a people have to come to get together to build bridges. Lost kids like Kev have to be open to learn.
All right.
I'm fine being a villain.
We're going to be mature Mike again. There is a necessary thing that every student needs to be effective, and that is the will to learn. Okay? You can send a kid to school every day. If they don't have the will to learn, they're not going to learn a thing. I went to school with dudes who used to show up with two things: a folder and one sheet of paper in the folder. The folder would be folded up and in their back pocket. Trevor, look at Trevor. He knows it. I know dudes that showed up every day like that. Anyone that's ever gone to school with me will tell you, Michael showed up with a book bag that was too big for him, with too much books in it, walking around like Goofy. Because Michael was listening in class. Michael liked to learn. Michael had no problem with it. And Mango was in there learning it. Even when I didn't need to, when I absorbed it quickly, I still wanted to know more than you. Okay? Because I didn't want to be one of them dudes. So you need a will to learn. So that I'm not doing it to Kevin. Kevin does not want to learn. Kevin is one of those people who listens to answer. Okay? If you hear something, when I speak to someone, every time I come back at them, it's boom, you said this. Now I'm taking what you said and I'm showing you why it's wrong. That's not Kevin. Kevin hears what I say, then he goes, boom, I heard what you said. I'm going to move it over here because I can't beat it. I'm going to start a whole new conversation about what I think I'm right about. And then when I walk back in, I take what he thinks he's right about, crush it with the hammer, show him it's wrong, blow it away, like CM Punk did at WrestleMania, and then bring my point back. That's why it's not the same, because Kevin doesn't want to learn. I could tell. Matter of fact, Mr. Lem, you've been here for me trying to teach Kevin, trying to tell Kevin. The second Kevin found someone that sounded like they were kind of right to him, he latched on. He is now an MD lackey. That is who do we know that's like that? Modern women. That's who Kevin is akin to. The modern woman, as soon as they hear something that kind of sounds right, ooh, Derek Jackson, ooh, the brick lady, ooh. And then when they're proven to be wrong and they look asinine, they go like this. Well, if a man didn't something, it wouldn't have been something. And then they just crash out. That's what they do. And that's what he does. Whenever he fails, he just goes, well, black man ain't nothing and black culture ain't nothing. You cannot teach those people. So the day that ever comes when Kevin goes, you know what, Mike? Teach me. I don't think white supremacy, like he tried to say, I don't think white supremacy is really that bad, but you show me how it is. If that day ever came, I promise you, Michael would jump up and say, Kevin, look at this, point A, point B, point C, point 3. Now on down to the next one. But that's not what it is. If Kevin ever says, like he did today, let's talk about white supremacy, it's because he wants to doo-doo on what he thinks my points are. But he can't. He cannot. My stuff comes out of the washing machine smelling Tide fresh.
MD
all right.
asked,
You sound hurt.
hold on. MD said, you got to ask Mike how he's equating hypersexuality to black culture.
Oh, fantastic. MD, if you rewind this, you'll see that I am not the person that equates hypersexuality to black culture. It was Kevin. It was Kevin who said you put black people, they get all together and it's in their culture to do this and to do that. It was me who said, I don't believe that that's what black culture should be. I think black culture was stolen by white supremacy. And I think the white supremacy is telling them that this is what their culture should be. I don't think it's what their culture is. I think it's what they're being told and it's what they acquiesce to. I think they should create their own culture. That's what hip hop was supposed to be. Hip hop was the closest thing to a culture black people made, but they allowed it to be co-opted, bought, sold, and destroyed and bastardized by white supremacy, which is why it went from self-destruction to ski. Good day, MD.
That's a good song, but
all right, Kevin J said this is excellent here. He said, I find it interesting that someone who's of Haitian heritage has adopted a passive view on white supremacy. That's you, Kev.
Oh, the real Kevin.
My clone. But like I said, white supremacy is a topic for another day because we can go on and on and on. But I know you have another video.
No. I want to say this. Hey, Kevin J, the problem is you and I know why his Haitian heritage should be more raging against white supremacy. The problem is he doesn't know why. That's the problem. He doesn't know why.
So Kev Limby says, I'd be curious to hear from Kev about those moms who keep their kids from the father because they want more child support. Where's the accountability on the ladies? There is none, Lim. There is none.
No, you got to answer it like
nothing
Kevin.
Better women.
They shouldn't have got him pregnant. See, I told you. I told you. I know Kevin. I know Kev. He shouldn't have got him pregnant. See?
Man, Kev, crazy. All right.
Next
so
question.
Limby comes back to Mike, but the loss must still be led, or the teacher tailors a lesson to the lost child. Kev.
No,
excuse me.
No, what you do is, and I think it's in the Bible somewhere. I'm not going to quote it because my Bible isn't as good as a lot of you. I would never be the Messiah, so I have way too many shortcomings. But you're supposed to burn away the bad and then start over with the next generation. Kevin is a lost cause. There's nothing I can do for Kevin. Kevin believes what Kevin believes. MD believes what the only thing I can do for Kevin and MD is tell them when the ish hits the fan, I got a tent for him out there with me. And I'm gonna have some beef jerky. That's all I can tell him. There's nothing I can do for him. The people I need to worry about is my 10-year-old over there. I need to worry about Trevor's 9-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I need to worry about the next generation. I need to worry about that little boy who's wearing Pampers. I need to worry about the other video that I don't know if I sent it to you, Trevor, about the mom in the room with her sons pulling her pants down, shaking her in her panties for her. Yeah. Ugh.
I got that. I got that one queued up.
That's what I need to take. I need to get them kids away from her and show them that there's a better life out there. Show them that, hey, this isn't life. This isn't what it's supposed to be. This was broken. Let me move those shards away. Come with me and let me show you where you're supposed to be. Because we're not supposed to follow in the line of what white people do, but we're supposed to take away the good from them and put it in with the good from us. Take away the good from the Asians, put it in with the good from us. The good from the Hispanics, put it in with the good from us and make us better. That's what you're supposed to do as a mammal. Just as a mammal, not even as a black man, as a mammal, you learn and then you act, you learn, you take that learning and you put it in. That's how mammals became the dominant, what's it, a phylum? No, the dominant species? I don't know, I can't, whatever it is on that list. But sorry, Mature Michael, stop. I talk a little too much. Continue.
And go ahead, Kev.
I was gonna say, despite this whole conversation, I would let you and Trev on the boat when the flood comes. The rest of y'all, I'm nubbing your fingers. Get off my damn boat. Go ahead.
Hey, you already know you're on my boat, my G.
So MD says, glad you said that, Trev. As a side conversation, my main topic this Thursday is actually based on the myth of morality. Oh boy, the myth of morality. I will discuss in detail. Our laws are based on infringement of rights. So me and MD have had this long-standing feud. Just his views on morality, I think is weird to me, but nevertheless, y'all subscribe to the MD20. So on Mondays he does a show God and Government, which he's not doing that tonight. But on Thursdays he does MD's political thought box, not thought box, not thought box,
Nah, it's a
thought
thought box.
thought box. And last week Ricardo was on there. I got off of the debate last week and I go over there. CMD was live. I tune in. I see Ricardo up there with him. I'm like, man, it's like 11 o'clock at night. No, it wasn't that late. It's like 10 o'clock at night. What y'all up doing? So, they were having a conversation going back and forth. So, y'all tune in. Yeah, man, y'all tune in to MD, man. He does like political stuff, man. Y'all want your politics just broken down where he almost does it like robotic, no sympathy or empathy towards the situation. It's just like, hey, the laws ain't on the books. If the law ain't on the book, then this way you're gonna do it this way. It's just kind of how he's breaking down this video. He's not looking at this video as being morally wrong. He's just saying that, hey, legally they can get in trouble for it, which again, that kind of bothers me, but hey, to each his own. See, Keela just already put the link to his channel in there. So y'all make sure and go subscribe to the MD20. They'll be doing
It makes it funny to me because most laws they come from religion.
That's what I don't understand. I don't understand with him. Like this country claims it was founded on Christian principle. They take a lot of their laws from the commandments, but yet and still none of it is based on morality. Like I don't get it. I really don't. But y'all tune in Thursday and he'll let you up there to argue. Well, yeah, MD get his stuff off first. He's not like me. He don't let you just come up and argue right away. You got to let him get his stuff out. So, but nevertheless, they go into overtime. Speaking of going into overtime, it's about time for us to wrap up, but be sure to tune in to Tape Fist Politics tomorrow night. Tomorrow they will be discussing the politics of food. Venkat, Mike, MD, and Ricardo. I'm very interested to see what that's going to be about because Venkat is real when it comes to like the food industry. So I kind of got an idea where he's going with that. And as I'm talking, I look to the right and I see girlfriends pop up on my screen. So I can't wait for Pour Your Heart Out to do that parallel with girlfriends and sisters. If not, then me and Mike gonna have to do it. And y'all don't want that to happen. But yeah, man, Kev, go give your close out, man, so I can get out of here.
Yeah, sorry about earlier. I had a client call me, so I had to take care of
that. It's all
that.
good, man. It's all good.
For sure. But yeah, man, good to be back. I was gonna mention somebody, but now I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, good to see y'all chat, even though y'all crazy. Same with the hosts. Y'all kind of crazy too. Like I said, I'll let you on my boat, and one day you'll be like, oh, you know what? Kevin was right. MD was right, kinda.
That will never happen, sir.
I will definitely gloat every day that we're on the arc. But yeah, man. I was gonna say something else. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'm feeling good, like Diddy at a after party. But go ahead.
Hey,
hey, Kev. You know what I meant to tell you. I'm telling you, my green thumb and got real good. I've been playing. I got some bell peppers growing. I'm on my second pineapple that I'm growing. Nice. About to plant some pepper seeds. I got a lemon tree up in the front, so I'm trying to get that green thumb thing going, so I can go and live off the fruit of the land.
You know what I want?
Yeah. Hey, the mango tree's already dropping their little the little ones that's not gonna make it, because you always get that first batch that just drops off, and I got to go out there and clean them up. But nevertheless, Mike, go give us your closeout so I can get out of here.
Peace.
First of all,
right, Kev.
First of all, peace to all of you. I'd like you to all know that this is mature Mike. I'm going to calm down the yelling. I know a lot of people get upset at the yelling, but it's kind of a brand at this moment. But I'm trying to rebrand myself. Mature Mike, I'm getting close to old age. You see the grays coming in, so I got to save my voice. I will say this. I hope somebody who listened to me, I hope somebody heard me. I hope what I said got through to you. And if it did, if it did, then fantastic. But if it didn't, I still have the solace of knowing that even though you're still an idiot, Mike is still right. So I'm good. Thank you for listening. Back to our bearded one. You all have a nice night.
All right, Mike. Oh my goodness, man. There you have it, Straight Talk Society. Another fantastic episode of Man Talk Monday. Man, we're back after a whole month, an entire month we've been off, man, but it has been fun. And we didn't even get the half of the stuff I wanted to get to, but that's fine. Just so everybody knows, we will be going to a bi-weekly schedule for the foreseeable future, just because work. I mean, my work has been just relentless. I've been getting home after 6 and stuff like that. I usually get home like about 4:30, 5 o'clock, so I could just jump on, get the show going. Now I'm not getting home until after 6, so it's becoming more and more of a struggle. Wayne is really busy in the afternoons also, so it's just, it is what it is. Man Talk Monday isn't going anywhere, just might not be as frequent as it was. So it gives you two things. You can go back and catch up on old episodes, and you can miss us more. So when we come back and bring that fire for you, you appreciate the work that we're doing more. Be sure to check out the UFC preview post show from yesterday between with Zay and Bones. They went over UFC 300. Be sure to check out Straight Talk Therapy Sessions, the return of Dr. Mia this past Friday. We had a tremendous show talking about forgiving what you can't forget. Just a great conversation. Hey, she put me on that doctor time. You only getting an hour. So we got to get in and get out. We already have our next two shows. What we already know what the next two shows are going to be. We just don't know the dates. It's looking like that may be a once a month thing. And then the announcement that I made earlier that after all my scheduled debates, I'm no longer having the Bible debates over here, just because it's becoming too much of a headache. And when I feel like, I go to work 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've been getting home, 6 o'clock. That's work for me. When I come do this, it doesn't need to be work. I don't need to deal with people sending me 100 emails complaining about other people and stuff like that. I don't need that. That's not what I'm in this for. So I am going to conclude that. And plus, I just feel like a part of me just like I can't 100% be who I am trying to placate to that audience. That's not me. I am who I am. I have to be who I am. I got to be true to myself, and that's it. So y'all can call me what you want. You can call me a heathen. You can call me whatever you want. That's fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. You called me it before, so you're going to continue to call me it. So it's fine. Be sure to check me out tonight with 5 Count. 5 Count goes up probably like 30 minutes after Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and AEW Dynamite. It's just something new that I started doing. It's literally like a 10 to 15 minute show tops, and it's not even live. It's something I record and then I upload it after the fact. It's been doing really, really good. I did one on the CM Punk thing last Wednesday, and it was sitting at like 2,500 views so far. So y'all be sure to check that out, man. The 5 Count is literally just my takeaways, my immediate takeaways from the shows. Tape Fist Politics tomorrow. Wrestling with Reality will be next Wednesday. This Thursday, we do have a debate scheduled this Thursday. 5 Count is where the money's at, Trev. Great, sure. I appreciate that, MD. That 5 Count, I love it. But y'all be sure to check out what we got on. Make sure you subscribe to MD's channel, man. MD puts in a hell of a lot of work. Hey, I always say I'm the dude who get up here and I can just shoot from the hip. What I'm doing is not saving the world at all. And I'm okay with that because that's not what I am. I'm an entertainer. What I do is not saving the world. But when you got like an MD and a Venkat, they literally take all this time and pull all these political videos and do all that type of stuff. Sometimes they had these conversations in the back chat, and I don't even get involved because that's not my lane. But these guys do great work going through the political stories and stuff like that. So if y'all can, for me, just make sure and at least give them a subscription. Check out the videos. Do like I do. You don't have to watch stuff live. I just save everything. I save everything to watch later. And when I get a chance, I catch it up. So even if it's a week late, I still just watch it. I think we need to get to the point where we start supporting one another. And MD is part of the Straight Talk Society. He ain't with the foolishness anymore. He finally broke away. So, you know, he's 100% free and clear. So y'all just subscribe to his channel. Check out the work that he's doing. Les J Cargill is on the mention. I ain't want it. Hey, Jake, hey, just check out my 5 counts. Just check out. I've done so many of them already. I can't even believe it. But next week's Wrestling with Reality, we are doing Sting Part 2. So we're gonna cover his independent run, his TNA run, which MD, I'm definitely gonna need to lean on you for that. Because going through those matches, I didn't see one of them. And his AEW, his WWE run and his AEW run. So that's going to be another fun-filled show. But with all that being said, I am out of here. I see you guys on the other side. Remember, Man Talk Monday will be back not this Monday, but the following Monday. Oh, by the way, this weekend is my 11-year anniversary to the beautiful Queen Nene. 11 years of her putting up with me. Hey, I'm a great guy to be married to, regardless. But yeah, we had a really good marriage. So I don't know where, we may do some reviews of some places that we go, things like that. We real big on the food reviews and stuff like that. So hey, besides that, I want to leave you with 2 things. Hey, eat some steak, drink water, and have plenty of sex. And your life will be a whole lot better. Now, finally, I'll leave you with these words. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. Until next time, peace.
Why are you so aggressive, black man? I'm like, it's a no-win.
Always aggressive black man.
What's up, man?
Wayne.
Mike.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, cut the sexiness out, man. Ain't no women on the panel. Man, we on here talking all sexy.
He just goes on. He just went off on you like that just for no reason.
Yeah, man.